That's
And
cool.
I think also it's very interesting for me to like meet everyone, and you get to know like their psychology and everything, and
Yeah.
everyone is so different, and the
Yeah.
approach to the game is so different.
Yeah, true.
So you started beach when?
It's recording now.
Yeah. Smooth transition.
I started, I think now 5 years ago. I was playing indoor volleyball before. For 5 years, I was in the youth national team. And I got the opportunity to switch to beach volleyball with the federation that told me basically, okay, you can enter the program, and in the future you can really be with the senior national teams and play with your brother and everything. So like that sounds like a good challenge. So I thought about it for a month or two, and then I was like, yeah, let's go. So 5 years ago, I switched it to beach volleyball, and I don't regret at all. I expect that life, and honestly, it's the best choice I've made so far. So I'm really happy and grateful for the life we are living.
So what was your brother, your first partner?
I played before with Tom Alvis, a young. He was in youth beach volleyball national team, so we played together under 22. And then I've played with Tim Platre, which is a great player. He had so much experience before, and I started with him as a blocker. We did a couple of good things, but I knew that I understood that I was going to play with my brother, so I wanted to just grab as much experience as I could before playing with him. And then we started playing together in 2022, I would say. So yeah, it was a fun journey, interesting journey, and yeah, it was. I don't regret this at all. It was something special to live, I would say. So.
What was it like? Because I also have a sister,
Okay,
and I actually my sister loved you guys playing, and I asked for your shirt or your brother's shirt, and I had it for her. Yeah, and she was like,
this.
yeah. So she was like in love having that shirt.
No
She was
way.
like
So
wearing.
funny.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
But we played only like one tournament together, and it was so hard.
How was it?
I mean, it's very difficult. We have 7.5 years difference,
Okay.
so it was pretty hard. Because for me, like I was never a young player that decided that I want to play beach volley. I
Okay.
did it because my dad is my coach.
Okay, so you have no choice,
Yeah, I felt like I have no choice.
which can be hard sometimes,
Yes.
right?
And my sister, I think she feels the same. So me, that I already decided that I want to do this, and her not knowing if she wants to do this, I think it was very tough. And Ronya shared that for their team, for Klingers, it was very important that they knew both that they want the same thing,
Okay.
and they're reaching the same goal. So what was it like for you?
Yeah, for me, I think obviously like you with the family link, so you know your partner so well that it can be dangerous sometimes. So you have very high highs and very low lows.
Yes.
Sometimes I would say, and yeah, it was natural for like when he offered me to play with him. When he talked to the federation, he talked to me. I was so stoked, so happy to start this journey with him, because I knew that I was gonna reach top level with someone that I love, because my brother, with like really my blood. So that was something really special to do. And even though we didn't qualify for Paris and we had like maybe higher expectations, I would do it every day again. Like I'm never gonna regret it, because just playing with him alongside him, even though we're not sometimes super close, or because it's always different to play with your brother, as I said. This taught me so much, and this showed me so many how can I say, like aspects of the game that I couldn't see, maybe I couldn't learn with someone else, like discipline, like how it is on tour, how you should behave if you want to improve at training, during games, and everything. And I see this was something really interesting, and yeah, I'm proud of what we did. Our family was always watching our games, our friends also. So yeah, we had like a group of friends that was supporting us. Our family, our parents could also wake up at any time of the night to watch our games. So it's really something special, and it was hard sometimes, but I think it's worth it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I think it's what you said, like the fact that um, you can both be so honest. It's very hard, but it's also very beneficial
it
because
is.
it's the same with my dad being my coach. You know, like he can be very honest coach.
It is.
He
And you know
can
this because you have
give
your
me
dad
shit.
and your sister, so you're really
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
into this mode.
So it's very difficult, but at the same time, you can learn very honestly. Like,
Yeah, you can learn honestly faster sometimes. You have to be careful with the communication and not to be too harsh with him or with your partner. But it's a good way to learn, I would say. So yeah,
so you had a few partners. Um, what would be your dream partner? What kind of qualities should a person have to like complement what you have? Let's say if you are brave on the court, if you are more aggressive, maybe your partner has to be a bit more calm and collected. What do you think would be the ideal?
I would say my dream partner first of all should like we should get along outside of the court because it's important for me to have someone that I can spend time with or just I share same value as him and we can really talk or spend quality time together, which is important to, in my opinion, to perform on court. And then I don't know, I would say that I started playing with a lot of emotions and showing like always playing with my heart and showing my things on court, shouting after every point. So because my brother was kind of like this, and Remy right now is a bit more quiet and calm, and he likes this way of playing. So I would say that I need the balance. If I'm in a mode where I'm playing good, I'm on fire, and I want the crowd to be with me and everything, I want my partner to follow. But if both of us are like this, maybe it's too much. I think you need to find a balance, or that
Yeah,
you don't feel perfectly, or it's not your day. It's at this moment that your partner should try to step up and motivate you more, show more communication, show more energy. So it depends. I think it depends on the mood, but yeah, just someone like me off the court, on the court that I like to compete with, I trust. So it's someone I know that can go to the war with me and fight against any team against us is important for me. And after, yeah, someone that can block and I'm confident
yeah.
to defend behind him. And yeah, that's it. Honestly,
I
that's the
think it
most
was
important.
very interesting, like because I interviewed few girls and no
Yeah,
guys, and we never talk with guys about volleyball and how it is for them. I think we have such a gap of understanding what kind of issues you face, and you saying that you would like to get along with your partner off the court is interesting because we always think that for girls it's very important and for guys it's okay, like if they fight after the
yeah.
court and in the
No,
courts it's good.
for sure for guys it's less important than girls because girls are like 27 together, and for them if something don't match out of the court or it's really devastating. Why for us, I've played games with my brother over the RAM when we were like not in a bad place, but just we know each other, we know what the other one need, and we know that he will get ready like this, and so we don't have to spend that much time as long as we trust the other one. In my opinion, it's fine. But yeah, it's a bit different maybe the direction for the guys and the girls. I don't really know,
Do you
but
think there would be deal breakers that like a partner has, let's say, drinks every evening or something, you know?
I don't know. As long as I said, I feel like he's putting everything to improve and to go where we want to go. To if he wants to follow the path and reach our goals, I'm fine. Honestly, you can do and be what you want off the court. If you good and you show up when you have to show up, I'm not the guy who will say who will be saying,
Yeah.
oh, I don't like when you do this. I'm pretty chill with this, and like we mature enough, and we've been playing this game long enough to know what we need and what the other one need, and like we know ourselves so much that I'm not gonna get my partner in trouble because he don't like what he does. Or as long as we respect each other and we fine, I'm good. Yeah. And we spend like so much time, like you know how it is,
Yeah.
all year long in the same hotel room or in the same
It's so much
training or
time,
in the
yeah.
same part of the always together that sometimes there will be this time or this month when you don't really want to hang out or hang around this person, but I think that's normal, and that's something I see more with the men's team than the women. Like sometimes the men are more they're okay with spending more time alone by themselves, while the women I feel I don't know, I'm not specialist, but the women team are more they value more the quality time together, and for them it's more important, as you said.
Yeah, I think it is important for us to get along. Like it has to work, yes,
Yeah.
because I think otherwise it becomes an in-court situation. It's like it's a bit similar as playing with your sibling. It becomes very
Yeah, it is.
personal.
It is.
Yes, and I
Of
think
course.
you get to know your partner very well, and it's easier to use their weaknesses against them, like not on purpose, but you
Yeah,
can say something mean on accident, and
true.
it's a bit more dangerous. So how do you plan that time, like separately? Let's say when you get annoyed with each other, when you want to spend your time. I heard you're very extroverted, so you
Am
find
I?
new friends. I know. Um,
No, it depends. I would say that we've never had issue with Ram, or like we've always ended up talking about if something happened about what we need, what we want, and what the issue is, if there is when we lose the game. But if we have to like, yeah, if we have to spend time separately, I would say that I love volleyball, but to be able to perform on court, I need to do other stuff. I need to see other stuff. Like I can't be training twice a day and then the weekend go see volleyball, then on my phone watch volleyball. Like I love volleyball so much,
yes.
but sometimes I really need to do other things to disconnect because otherwise it's just too much. So I don't know. When I'm on tour, when I'm training camp, I like to just to walk, to go chill, I'm close with few other players on tour, so just to grab a drink and talk about our life and catch up with friends. Call my friends back home, call my family also is important for me. But for sure, I need to do other stuff than volleyball and try to disconnect as much as I can. Otherwise, I know that I will freak out. So, and
Yeah.
Remy is a bit also like this. He has other patient also. Like he likes to capture, to take pictures of birds, to take video of everything. He's a camera guy, let's say.
So
So
an artist.
an artist,
Yeah.
yeah, he's more artistic than me. So he has those hobbies that he can rely on and really do, and that's I think a strength because when you're able to do something, then you go on the court. You really want to. You feel like you really want to be here. This is my opinion. I know that some players are like really focused
All
for
in.
them,
Yeah.
all in. If they don't like do this perfectly, it won't work for them. I don't think it's the key, but because I've started like this when I started playing beach volleyball, I was like, okay, to be able to win this game, and if I want to reach as far and as high as I want, as I can, I need to like eat this before my game, eat this, um, do those mobility exercises at this time, wake up at this time, eat that early before the game, and I think this can work because it's called discipline, and you need discipline, but like discipline is so for me different than motivation
Yes,
because
for sure.
sometimes you don't have motivation, but because we've been playing this game and everything, we know what we need to do, and this is discipline. Even though we don't really want to show up this day, you will still do what you learn and what you always do. Even though it's a bit less than other day, you still see in this mood and in this lifestyle, and this is really important. While yeah, But for me, you couldn't. You need motivation. You need like those extra motivation, those days when you really know why you're doing this for. But yeah, discipline is just the most important because in the end, by doing this twice a day for I don't know
Yes.
almost every day, sometimes you lose a bit
Yes.
this fire, let's say. But yeah, I don't. This is important for me just to do things outside of the court and yeah, rely on what I really love outside of volleyball. It's important.
So what do you have, like, what kind of routines and disciplines that you do that keep you consistently good?
During a tournament or just
I
every day?
mean, either way, which one you
Okay.
prefer to tell?
When I train, it's basic. I like to have. I wake up pretty late compared to training hour, but just a good breakfast. I like to good morning training. So most of the time it's a gym or cardio session. Then little lunch, nap, training, and and when I go back, I like to do other stuff. Can be work on my personal project, can be call my friend, can be cook. I like to cook when I'm home. I cook basic, but I like to cook. So
Yeah.
cook dinner, just not really talk about volleyball when I'm not training. And when I'm in tournaments, it's a bit the same, but I would say I would go just with more specific time. Just an hour before the game, I will start my routine. I will go do my knee exercise. Then I will start to run. I will do like a bit more precisely my routine. And then no, that's it. I don't really have superstition, so I'm doing almost the same thing every day. But if I don't do it, I have learned that it's not because you don't do it once that it can
Yes.
ruin your day or game or your. This is also important, I think,
Yeah, of course.
to understand. Yeah, that's my routine.
Okay.
Basic.
Oh, nice. I don't know if this question is too, like, honest, but I hope you can answer it. What do you think you would need to change, or like how to grow to be that top 10 consistently? Like, what are you still missing?
I would say that it's something I've been working on a lot, and I'm still working on a lot with my sport psychologist. Is just like nowadays everyone's so physical, so technical, so good. Everyone can beat anyone. Even the women's side is the
Yes.
same. You have a strong top 5, 10, but just below, everyone can beat anyone until the top, I don't know, 40, let's say, or 50. So for me, the difference would maybe just be able to keep my calmness and my in how can I say how do you say this in English?
What's the French word?
Internal language, like what you
Yes.
tell yourself in game and
Yeah.
everything, just as low as I and as calm as I can, just to be able to be myself and more lucid in the moment, and yeah, just to be able like Rem does to either is the first or the match ball feel the same level of emotion, the same level of feeling, and I think that's what the top 5, 10 really do well. So I think we're getting there and we improve a lot. So and this is shown with our result. But yeah, it's the mental side will be something of my game that needs to improve and I think keeps improving. So that's why I'm pushing like lately the most on my game.
Okay.
And you?
For
What do you
me,
think?
I mean, it's many things. I think I was always taught very different from others because my dad was a
Yeah.
coach, and it was always very personal. And he was always telling me, why do like a technical thing actively when you don't know how to do it? So you first learn the action well, and
Mhm.
only then do it in a lot of repetitions and in
Yeah.
action. And I think I always had this physical disadvantage that I was more mentally prepared, more like technically prepared, but I was never physical. So I
Mhm.
never had the endurance or speed or anything to do that consistently. I could do it once in a game, but never all the time.
Okay.
So I think I'm improving that, which will help me a lot. And I think it's also like work with yourself, like the thoughts you get. I think
exactly.
I'm quite good tactically, but sometimes I get into my head and it's a mess. So let's
It's
see.
probably, I think, in our game of visual, the hardest part to master. Like I said, everyone's so good now that the difference are made by 1 or 2 points in every game, in most of the games, and this is where the top teams make the difference. Like they're just super solid and super steady all game long. That's make the difference. Yeah.
And I think for men, it's even harder. Like, I feel like the competition is even more difficult because there are so many men that are good and like physically, technically, and everything is so good, and there's more good players. So to be on top, it's even harder.
Yeah, the level is really close with the teams for sure. So, but the top 10 women is also super strong. When you look at the top 10, you feel like everyone can win the tournament.
Yeah.
While lately in men, it's mostly the Norwegians and the Swedes. But sometimes you have a surprise, but most of the tournaments are lately won by them. While in women, it's the first or the 10, 15 team can easily win because it's really close, I feel also. Really, I don't know to English, dense, like really.
I'm not sure, but I think I get what you want to say.
Yeah, good.
Do you think there are like taboo topics that are not talked about in men's volleyball that should be talked about? Because I think there are so many problems like in women's volleyball that are very obvious. Like it's about confidence and like some people talking or coaches talking about their appearance and a lot of different things. But I'm not sure what the issues are in men's side, because I think that everyone is usually staying quiet.
Yeah, I'm not sure that we have those problems, like you say, of confidence and all that, or can be like with, I call that in English, menstruation, or those issue that a woman can have with sports and that are really deep, but we have a bit of less of this, I would say. But lately, I feel like in sports in general in France, the taboo has always been like the mental health of the athletes, and because I feel like when you talk with someone in life, like in normal life, who is not outside of the high level sports, it's always like so beautiful for them, and so like we all like hero, and they're so they feel like we are really lucky to do it everything. But if it was that easy, I would say that everyone could do it.
Yes.
So for at least in France, I would say that for most of the people in the society, it's kind of a luck and a chance, which is true. But what we don't show is the mental health, the mental issue that sport can create and can bring into athletes. The moment when you doubt, the moment when you're not feeling yourself, the moment when you're outside of your country for so long, far from your loved ones. And this is really something that is starting to be talked more and more in I think in high level sports in France for sure. I feel like this was a taboo for a long time, but now with like those really famous French athletes, ambassadors that have won a lot of things that talking about this, it's getting more and more it's put on the table, and people can start to understand that yeah, it's a beautiful life, but you need to earn it, you need to prove it every day.
Yeah.
Like it's not only what you show on social media, like the beautiful part of the sport, the travel, the wins. It's a bit basic what I'm saying, but I feel like not everyone yet is understanding this, and it's really important for me. I would love the people to understand what we go through every day, because it's not always what we show and what people think it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the the mental side of the game, the mental health of the athletes, I would say is the taboo thing that is getting. I think it's improving with the more and more like mental coach and sports like athletes in France are really being more valued, and you see that so many athletes are working. Almost everyone nowadays work with one to improve in this area and to feel better. But I think it can be pushed again, and the next step would be yeah, talking about this freely and being proud of, yeah, okay, I'm working with someone that can help me, but these are the results, and I know that I'm not doing this for nothing. So yeah, that's the
Yeah.
answer.
I think for Eastern Europeans, it's even more harsh with the
Yeah,
mental coach
probably.
because our I don't know how to say culture
Yeah.
is that to psychologists goes only psycho people.
Okay. Yeah. Exactly.
So it's every time we had to fight to go there, you have to be like, no, I'm going there for myself, and even if people around are saying, "Are you mentally ill?"
Yeah.
you have to be
Exactly.
brave with that
I
decision.
agree, and I feel like this was even the case in every country of Europe a couple of decades ago, and now the mentality start to improve and to change. And if every country and every sports system or federation goes in this way, it can only be good, and the athlete just will feel better because you still see so many athletes that are retiring and say that during their career they were not so happy, or they did it because they were good but they were not feeling themselves totally. And so I feel like the more people talking about this, the better it will be for the next generations and for everyone to understand
Yeah,
really
of course.
the issue is. So yeah.
I don't know if you will want to answer this. If you won't, it's okay.
Yeah.
But have you had like an insecurity in sports, let's say, that you were fighting, um, or something that I don't know, like an issue in your mind that you were or still are fighting?
Uh, I don't feel insecure, I would say, but I remember when I started playing beach volleyball, I was always like, oh, do I belong to this world? Am I in my right? Am I legit to be here? Am I in the right place with the right people? Do I have the level of? I was really questioning myself on my place because everything went so quick. I was indoor, then switched to beach volleyball, then playing at a good level pretty early when I started beach volleyball. So I was really questioning myself on on this.
And
But
how
I
did you
feel
get out of that mindset?
I would say just by playing, by talking with people, by seeing that people will value me the same if I do good or if I do bad. My friend and family are still proud of me whether I win tournaments or whether I lose in qualification. Like in the end, it's a bit a boring sentence, but like the result don't define you at all, and this is so true. Like you can be super successful or struggling to reach your goals and to reach good results. Your friend and family won't see you won't see you different, and in the end, I feel like the path and the what you put in to to be successful is even more important than the results. I've really struggled to understand this and how can I say, yeah, just to process this. But yeah, not because you do one good result that you're like everyone will think that you're the best, and not because you do one shit result everyone will judge you.
Yeah.
I think what's more valuable and what you should be proud of is just what we put every day to try to succeed, and the discipline we're showing, and that's maybe more yeah, more valuable and more something to be proud of than the result itself. I would say that's my opinion. So I've talked about this with with people that are there their job, like sports psychologists and everything. And yeah, you really learn that like people don't care. At the end,
Yeah,
like fuck, if I don't do it, or people will think this, but people don't care. Like they just do their shit, and
yeah,
it's already so hard for everyone that if people needs to start looking at him or her or what she did, what she does, and
yeah.
what
No
she
one
lives.
cares.
No one cares. It's just I feel like people, even though you always have gossip and people like to talk, it's already hard enough to mind your own business and to do your project
Yeah.
like this. Then no one will care of what you do, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Now,
And I think like confidence in what you do, and I don't know, in reaching your goal, comes with competence and knowledge. It's not with the result, as you
of
said,
course,
but it's with knowing that you practice twice a day, almost every day.
of
It's
course,
knowing how to fix your mistakes, how to
agreed.
win that point.
Yeah,
It's
agreed. And this is something I really took a long time to introduce and to process. But I really agree with this. Like it's in the end what we just do every day and how we develop ourselves is more important than this medal we got at this moment or this achievement we did. So yeah.
I mean, after we talked about this, I don't know if this question still fits, but
Hmm.
how do you deal with others' success? You travel with 2 or 3 other teams of men, and what if, let's say, in that tournament you lose and someone succeeds? I mean, for me, I definitely get jealous. Maybe the word jealous is not good, but um, we are valued by points, which immediately puts us in a system where we rank ourselves,
Yeah, of
and if
course.
someone is doing better than us, for me, it's really hard when we play in the same tournament with Lithuanian teams and to root for them when I know that we are fighting for the same rating points. So how do you deal when you are the one left?
I would say that I run as a bit of, as you say, not jealous, but if someone do good and you don't do good, you will always have this feeling of it sucks
Yeah,
because we in
regret.
the same, yeah, because you in the same federation and everything. But right now, I would say that we have such strong group and we're so close to each other because we pretty much is in the same age and we know each other for so long. Like I know Arno Gotira that played with my brother like almost 7 years ago. I know Elwan since I'm 10 because we live maybe before because we from the same hometown. We are super close with Joadel, with Theo, with like every member of the national team is really close, and the vibe and the atmosphere is really healthy between us. So I'm just happy to see them succeed. And my goal would be to, if it's possible, all the French team would be at the top. I will sign directly because lately it's what happened. We've been doing good results. Arno and Theo been doing also great results. They did the bronze at the
Yes,
World
yes.
Champs, which is historical. So I was the first one rooting for them at the World Champs and watching their game, and I was so happy for them because, of course, they are concurrent, but they are firstly friends. So I'm really happy to see if they succeed and if they do good. While of course I would prefer to be my team to be at always at the French this national team, but I'm in a good I think good place with this and because it's tough because sometimes also the federation could for example before Paris there were a team that get more funds and for funding than others, and that was defined by the result, by your place in the federation. So for sure, if you did good, you would have more resource and more just tools to make it. So I feel like the system can be a bit can make you think in a selfish way, but in the end, I don't think it's worth being and thinking that like this because you spend just so much time with them and I just know them so well that I'm happy to have a group of friends and of guys that I can trust and I can travel with and I can really spend good time. So this is more something that I value than yeah, I'm the best French team, but if beside I can just go on a walk with them or have a good relationship with them, it's not that's what I'm looking for. So yeah, it's a balance, but no, yeah, I look more the human side than the competition side on this situation. I would say.
I think that is what we're also, I don't know, at least in Lithuania, it seems like we're still not able to reach that mindset. At least from my point of view,
Yeah,
and some people I
but I
know.
feel like this is more also like you said the East country that maybe think
Maybe.
like this. Because I've seen a couple of teams also when they play each other or like outside the court, really not necessarily in the East, but some teams just not trash talk, but you feel like they're not super
Close,
friends and
yeah.
close, and they're not so happy when they see their colleagues, let's say, succeed. So this is yeah, something that's yeah, probably different for everyone, but yeah, there's still for sure some countries that are not really happy to see their fellows succeed.
I think for me, like I feel like white jealousy. It's like something, not bad jealousy. I just am glad for you guys. Let's say yesterday or a day ago that I interviewed Aline.
Yeah,
I saw every one of you so friendly with each other and so happy
yeah,
and hanging around. And that's what I saw also with Norwegians.
mm,
They're also all like family. Most of them are, but they're so happy and
yeah,
friendly.
they really
And I
are.
think we are all jealous, you know,
Yeah, true.
of that connection.
And I feel like we have many teams, and yeah, we just get along well with each other, and this is like we said important because when you travel the world the whole year, you need those people, those moments to disconnect. And for example, with the girls, we're really close and so happy to see them succeed. And I remember when Aline and Clemence did won bronze, silver in the European champs. I was in the stands and nearly crying because I remember when they were where they were 3 4 years ago, what they do every day, and where they are right now. And yeah, the work that they've put in and just seeing them achieve this was something special because I close with them, I friend with them, and honestly, it was inspiring. I've told them after when we celebrated them and in Toulouse in the office and everything, I've told them, yeah, this was inspiring. Like I truly love seeing you doing this because I know you and I know what you did
Yes.
to be here, and I'm sure that it will keep going. But this moment was for sure something special. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that that is also how people might fall in love with the sport even more because I feel like with those interviews that I interviewed people in this hour, I get to know someone so much better than I knew before,
Okay.
and then I feel like I'm a fan of that person. So now, like, I feel like now I will watch the French team. And I will be rooting for them because I know how they think,
Yeah.
how they work, how they fight, and I love that idea that now I will be for everyone who I
Yeah,
interview, you
exactly.
know.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, because they will be like friends, and as you said, like you see how much work they have put in, and I guess when you get what you want, it's the same for them. Like they look at
Yeah,
you,
I
and
believe.
yeah.
Yeah, I believe. That's true.
What is your personal goal at the moment? What do you want to reach? Not necessarily like to win a medal. It can be something more abstract.
Right now, I would say just keep trying my best on tour and with what I'm putting in every day. Be happy and just how can I say, be okay with what I do every day to reach where I want to be. I want to go. And if I don't make it, I want to be like, yeah, okay, I've done this, and it didn't work. And if yeah, we succeed to reach the Olympics or to claim a medal in LA. But yeah, this one I will be like, I'm proud of me, but I want to be proud even though I don't make it. So just keep doing what I do, being happy on the court, off the court, and then see what happens. But yeah, it will be this. It will be just keep being myself. Of course, being the best version of myself, which that's what everyone wants to be. But yeah, I'm happy with where we are right now, and try to improve as much as we can as a team, as a person also, and yeah, that's my goal for the moment.
What do you think you will do when you finish volleyball?
That's a very good question.
Scary one or not really?
Yeah, scary one, I would say. But I was studying. I was in a bachelor degree of in a business school, in a pretty good business school in France. But I couldn't really organize myself just before Paris with the travels and with the trying to pass all my exams and everything. So I didn't validate all my subjects. So I kind of I am currently doing a break of studying. So right now, sometimes I'm like by myself, like, wow, what am I gonna do in 10 years, in 15 years after I stop playing? So yeah, I think it's a stressful area and stressful topic to think about. But I don't know. Honestly, I hope I will be happy with a wife, with kids, with a good stable and a good family. That would be my goal. But for this, I think that I don't know when, but I will have to validate one degree on something that I like, and yeah, and I know that my parents also will be very happy if I if I complete my study. So I know I will get back at it one day, but I don't know when. But yeah, I don't think I will stay into this sport after I stop my career.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Would you still want to, like, not necessarily to be a coach, but to be a part of this community?
Maybe a part of this community, but probably not a coach, probably not on the court. If I can help somehow with high level athlete or like a developing athlete if I find myself in a job like this or still belong to the high level world, I would honestly, because I found this world really interesting, and I'm really grateful for what it gave me, and hopefully for what it will still give me. But I don't really want to coach or to be on the court after I finish, because I've seen this like, I guess I hope I will do a long career, so I will have seen this for so long, and I think I will want to change a bit the area we work, but yeah, so far I don't really know. We'll see. And you?
I want to
know.
stay.
You want to stay?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't like volleyball that much in the
Yeah,
beginning.
that's what
So
the time
for me,
asking.
yeah. So for me, with each year, I fall in love with it like
Okay.
way
More and
more.
more.
So at this moment, I am at my peak of
Yeah.
love for volleyball, and I also love coaching. So
Okay.
when I have some off time, it's not my like job, but I love coaching.
Yeah.
So whenever I can do it, I do it. So
Yeah.
I hope that someday I can be a really good coach for some young players.
Yeah, use your experience that you bring here to give back.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I will take some other direction, but I've tried so many angles of beach volleyball. I was a ball kid. I was a referee. I was a dancer in the the court. Yeah, and I think coach would feel pretty similar to being on the court as a player, which so far, like, as I said, like, I'm falling in love with it even more. So hopefully with every year, even when I become a coach, that would be the story. But I also can change my mind. I have so many hobbies that I had to stop pretty early because of volleyball, because it requires some sacrifices. So maybe I will take another direction, maybe open my own restaurant or something.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So a lot of ideas come to your mind and you haven't reached yet.
Yeah, let's
Cool.
see. Yeah, I as I said, like I do want to be a coach, but maybe as you said, like maybe you will be tired of that whole tension, because it is a lot of tension and nerves and whatever. So the cortisol on the high. Yeah. Would you, I don't know, suggest something to someone who's just starting volleyball and maybe thinking of going pro?
I would say that when you start, or if you're a kid that want to turn pro and to access high level, you often really think that what you get taught, I would say, and what you learn from your coach is like the only way to succeed. But I would say that when you're a kid, like it's not a bad thing to make a mistake. Like I would say, just try to live the thing fully. Try everything. Do, like, you can be wrong as long as you're open-minded. You can be wrong because at some point your coach will tell you that it's not this way or this way. I would just say that not to be worried too much of what others think, what your coach thinks, what your friend thinks. Go fully and commit to what you want to do, and in the end, you will always find someone that put you in the right path again and help you. But yeah, that mistakes are not that critical, and yeah, try everything you can to reach, and also never forget to enjoy yourself on court, to have pleasure, to take pleasure when you play, because I feel like sometimes we're just too concerned with the results, with the yeah, whether it goes bad or good, that you just forget to have fun on court and to just enjoy the journey with your friend. And that's what I said before, that I didn't really do when I was starting, because I was like, fuck, I need to do this, that to be able to succeed. Well, if you yourself and you have fun, you will have, I think, more chance to succeed. That's what I would say. It's so
And
important and so underrated to 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 keep your that to keep the reason why you started. Just it has to be to follow you, and to this fire has to stay with you. Enjoy yourself, and yeah, just as when you started playing with your friends when you were a kid, just keep this this mentality, I'll say.
I think I wanted to add to what you said, that, and it's also never too late. You know,
Yeah, of
I
course.
think I was always taught to be like by the rules, correct,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
never to improvise.
Also, yeah.
And I think, as you said, like it's really good to find yourself and to improvise and to be unique in the sport. And it's never too late, because who you were yesterday or who you are now, it's not who you can be tomorrow. So, for
I think
example,
you're saying what I'm saying, but
yeah,
with a better English.
no, no. I mean, I think you said the same, yeah. But I just, I think the fact that you, let's say, love to do shots doesn't mean that you have to love to do it tomorrow.
Yeah,
You
of
can
course, yeah.
just hit tomorrow.
And you learn from yourself, like, so much by doing sports. Then there's not one correct answer.
Yeah.
There's so many answers and so many way to make it happen. So yeah, that's true. And also, it's never too late. Of course, not because you start late, or you change position, or you don't come from a volleyball family, or you didn't do this like this kid, or like these teammates when you were younger, that you can't succeed. This is really yeah. There's so many different paths and ways to do it. Then I feel like no one should restrict themselves by thinking that they can't do it because they heard this, or they saw this guy doing this way, or it's it's really everyone is so unique that everyone can succeed. Just yeah, the dedication has to be here, but not, you don't have to forget to enjoy yourself, to have fun on courts, to enjoy every moment you experience by doing sports. it can be at the lower level, not the top level, let's say. So
Well, thank you for sharing your ideas.
yeah, no problem.
I think I will be a new fan of your team.
No, thank you for having me, and I hope it will be interesting. I hope my English was not too
No,
bad.
I think it was perfect.
And I hope
Yeah.
I succeed to give the people they want and to share my point of view and opinions on the question you've asked. So
If
thank
they
you. It
will
was
have
really,
some more questions, I will
yeah,
ask you again.
exactly. I'm really always happy to talk with people I don't know and to make new
Connections.
because it's really important for me, I think, to hear from people that you don't know and to get inspired. So I'm always happy to talk with people. And
Yeah.
thank you for having me. It was really interesting.